Good. Everybody good? Thank you all for coming. I appreciate it. Great workout today. We're really excited about this opportunity. Saturday evening, 6 o'clock. Love to get a big crowd out here. I know Nicholls is going to bring a lot of people. Last time we played them a few years back, shoot, I bet you they brought 10,000 people here. We need to have a big crowd here, and got a lot of respect for Coach Rebo and their staff. Obviously, I competed in that league for a long time, and that's a very, very tough league. So we're very, very excited about the opportunity. And then, for our game last week, I thought we played really well defensively. I was very impressed with the things we did schematically. But the schemes are very, very important. But the tackling, the leverage are much more important. I thought we did an excellent job in both those areas. And then, ran the ball effectively in the second half. And I thought Kai Horton came in and, went from week 1 to week 2 as a starter and played extremely well. We're looking, I'm hoping, that Michael Pratt's going to be able to play this weekend. We'll know a little bit more throughout the course of the week. He's doing a heck of a lot more this week than he did last week. So we'll see where we're at on Thursday. But we're getting prepared to play tough Nicholls State Colonels team. Anybody got any questions?
Coach, will you be, he got hurt running.
Correct.
So I know we've had this discussion ad nauseum about him running.
Yes.
Will you have any new rules in place when it comes to that?
I don't know if he follows those rules all the time. That he's a very competitive guy, and that's part of the reason why he's such a good quarterback. Is he's got great speed and can run and those kind of different things. You just got to be smart when you're running. C2 split 2, the play he got hurt on. It was kind of a lateral play, and he kind of jumped and got off his feet. And we talk all the time about seeing two defenders and trying to squeeze through the middle of them so you don't get solid shots, get out of bounds. But there's also some times where you got to get the first out, and you might have to be a little more aggressive. So, we just continue to keep coaching him up on that.
What can you do other than continue to reiterate?
That's about it. There's some times where the quarterback playing 11-on-11 football is important. Where the quarterback's a running option for you. If he's not a running option at all, it makes it difficult, to run the ball. That's why they put that number 7 in last night, right? Every once in a while he runs the ball still, and he can throw it too. So it makes it difficult to defend him. But we. Obviously we're a better team when he's healthy.
Coach, what have you seen from him in the last week that gives you confidence that he could return soon?
Moving around good. I know a few of you might have been there for pregame the other day, and he was moved pretty good in pregame, but he hadn't done much during the week, so we were hesitant to do anything at that point in time. But he's just moving around well. The big deal is changing direction. Straight line speed is important, but it's cutting off that injured leg.
Is Ivietta all the way back, Coach?
Yes, he's really done a good job, and he's I think the last couple of weeks, I think he was having some difficulties throwing the ball during the preseason camp, and I think the last couple of weeks he's throwing it well.
Is there? You've never really seen him for a period of time. Is there any kind of curiosity factor?
Oh, we would love for him to get an opportunity, get out there and play. We'd love that. He's a good football player, but like I always tell all these guys, sooner or later you get an opportunity. Are you ready when you get the opportunity? Some guys are, some guys aren't. Justin's been putting in the time, working his tail off. He'll be ready when he gets that chance.
So many different defensive linemen have been making plays in the first 3 weeks. How unusual the depth that you have up there is it for you, and how much is that benefiting you?
It's great. We've got 9 guys that have started at least one ball game in their career. I think 7 of them have started more than 10 games in their career. So that's a lot of guys and a lot of experience. Early in the season, I think our strength staff does a fabulous job getting our guys in shape to play, get them in game shape, but it's still not the same thing when you get out there. And so we rolled a lot of guys, and it's a lot easier when you have a lot of guys that roll that are quality players rather than just rolling a guy to give a guy a breather.
It looked like it's a hot day on Saturday. It looked like there was just constant shuffling up there.
Yeah, we did it a bunch.
You don't have to worry about which
Level of
personnel
play,
you have on
right? Level of play doesn't go down. And you're right, it was hot on Saturdays. Going to be hot this Saturday, probably the next one, and start cooling down here in 2 or 3 weeks, I guess. But yeah, it's a big advantage for us. We want to play a bunch of them, and then at some point in time, it's going to, like Keith Cooper. I think he's a really, really good defensive end, but Angelo Anderson's also a really good defensive end. So we're rolling those two guys, and they're both very productive. Keith got a nice sack at the end of the ball game on the last defensive play, and part of that might have been because he's fresh.
Are you? Is there any chance that you're better defensively this year than you were last year?
Oh, it's really early in the season, but we played well last week. We've played well so far. I think the thing I was really impressed with Saturday was tackling. I thought Bailey Despaney played by far the best game that he's played since he's been here. And our guys kind of, I don't know if they liked it or not, but I talk about we're a developmental football program. We bring in guys that we think can play Division I football, and I think we do a good job of getting them better. And early in preseason camp, I showed I showed Cam Sample and Patrick Johnson playing against Ohio State and first-round draft picks on the offensive line. Those guys are freshmen. They're 230 pounds. And both of them now, Cam plays a ton in the NFL, started one game, and Patrick plays a ton, and they got better and better and better, and that's something I try to do. I'm an old JUCO coach, and tackling and blocking can never be overtaught. We work on it like crazy, and I thought we tackled great last week.
How beneficial has that been? Your safeties were probably the least experienced guys coming into the season.
TJ Douglas had a great tackle.
Tackling, like you said, every game they've been right up there.
Yeah, it's something that you got to be good schematically. There's no doubt about that. But there's a lot of different ways to scheme it up. If it wasn't, everybody run the same thing: offense, defense, kicking game. But the tackling part is so important defensively. Just playing with leverage, and it seems like common sense, but a lot of people don't work on it.
How important are matchups like Tulane, Nicholls, in-state matchups?
I think they're very important, and like I said before, we do a lot of camps, and we do them with Nicholls, they do a super job. We're on a lot of the same guys. There's a ton of guys playing for us that they recruit. There's a ton of guys playing for them that we recruited. So I think it's important. There's a lot of great opportunities to play ball, in the great state of Louisiana. Pretty good?
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, guys, we got Slade and then Bailey. Jerry's has class. He's not